In the year 2023, a routine inspection of a decommissioned hospital wing led to the discovery of something that should not exist. Footage captured during this inspection revealed a chilling anomaly, a room that appeared and disappeared without explanation. This unsettling incident occurred on March 15, 2023, in a long-abandoned section of the St. Augustine Medical Center. The facility was closed in 2018 due to budget cuts and a series of unexplained disappearances among staff. The footage exists as part of a standard inspection protocol, intended to document the state of the building before its demolition. The camera feed begins with a timestamp reading 1500 hours. Two inspectors enter the dimly lit corridor, their footsteps echoing against the peeling walls. They are equipped with flashlights, illuminating the remnants of medical equipment and dust-covered furniture. As they move deeper into the wing, the atmosphere grows heavier, the air thick with the scent of mildew and decay. The inspectors exchange comments, noting the state of disrepair, but their voices fade into the background, replaced by the low, ambient drone that fills the space. At precisely 15:05, the footage captures a flicker of light at the far end of the corridor. The inspectors pause, their flashlights momentarily illuminating a door that had previously been obscured by shadows. It stands ajar, revealing a glimpse of an empty room beyond. Curiosity piqued, they approach the door. But the moment they step closer, the light flickers again, and the door seems to vanish from sight. The inspectors exchange puzzled glances, but they continue their inspection, unaware of the anomaly that has just occurred. The footage resumes at 15:15, and the inspectors are now in a different section of the wing. They discuss the structural integrity of the walls, their voices echoing in the silence. However, the timestamp remains frozen at 15:15, contradicting the flow of their conversation. A subtle tension builds as the inspectors begin to notice that the layout of the corridor has shifted. The once familiar path now appears distorted, with doorways leading to rooms that should not exist. At 15:20, the inspectors attempt to retrace their steps, but the corridor seems to stretch endlessly. They exchange worried glances, the unease palpable in their body language. One inspector checks his watch only to find that time has seemingly stopped. The other insists they should leave, but as they turn to exit, the corridor behind them appears to have changed completely. The exit they had just approached is now a solid wall. The timestamp resumes at 15:30, but the environment has grown darker, the air heavier. The inspectors now speak in hushed tones, their earlier confidence replaced by apprehension. They hear faint whispers echoing around them, but when they turn to investigate, they find nothing. The whispers grow louder, almost pleading, yet the source remains elusive. The tension escalates as they realize they are no longer alone. At 15:45, the footage reveals a disturbing contradiction. The inspectors are now standing in a room that should not exist according to the building's blueprints. The walls are lined with old medical equipment, untouched by time, yet the timestamp displays 15:45, suggesting they have been in the corridor for only moments. The inspectors exchange confused glances, their expressions reflecting a growing dread. As the footage continues, the whispers intensify, becoming a cacophony of voices. The inspectors attempt to leave, but the walls seem to close in around them. The camera captures their frantic movements as they search for an exit, but every door leads them back to the same room. The horror lies not in what is seen, but in the realization that they are trapped in a loop of their own making, with no escape in sight. The footage abruptly cuts out, leaving only the sound of their panicked breaths and the relentless whispers echoing in the darkness. The final timestamp reads 15:55, but the logs continue to update, indicating the inspectors are still present within the building. The screen fades to black, and an official-style card appears, stating, "Evidence sealed, access denied." The whispers linger, a haunting reminder of the horrors that dwell within the shadows of the abandoned hospital wing.